Hello friends, Namaskar. I am Dr. Maulik Shah, MD Pediatrics from Vatsalya Super Specialty Child's Clinic, Malad, Mumbai. Of late I am getting a lot of complaints or a lot of calls from the parents, especially the toddler age group children's parents. Ki, sir, while playing he has fallen down from the bed. Maybe sir it is 3 inch or 4 inch height, but he has fallen down. Sometimes I get a complaint he was crawling and he has banged his head on the wall. Maybe he was playing with a walker and banged himself. So that is so much of panicky situation. Arey, head pe lag gaya. This big bump over the head, and the parents are like horrified. What to do? So today we are going to discuss why not to panic and what is ideal situation to do when we come across such situation. So let's begin. Basically, head injury, say the presentation what we are worried of is usually not a problematic situation. So most of the parents, they are worried of that there is a big bump over here, it has gone black or it has gone too dark, or there is minor cut over there, so the child is bleeding, and that looks too scary for the parents. But mind you friends, this is an external injury. What really a matter is an internal injury or internal damage to the brain, if at all it has occurred. So how do we differentiate this? I would like to give you few tips which you need to remember, or maybe you can you can pause the video, you can just note down what all things I am telling you and watch it till end, how to make this, how to notify these things to the pediatrician. Mind you friends, this is not a replacement to the pediatric visit or pediatric consultation, or for adult also if at all. It is not an bypass route to avoid physical consultation, but this video is been meant just to decrease your anxiety when such situation happens. So what all things you need to be watchful for whenever the child, or in case any adult, hit his brain hard or skull bone hard somewhere. Few of the things which you need to be watchful for. First and foremost thing, whether the person has gone unconscious. Mind you, this is very significant point. Be it for 15 seconds, 20 seconds, be it for 1 minute or be it for 15 minutes, whatever. Unconsciousness followed by head injury becomes a significant factor. Second, even if the person regains the consciousness after some time, but falling unconsciousness is a significant factor. Second, vomiting. Especially we call it as a projectile vomiting, but maybe may not be, you will get it each and every time. So keep a watch on vomiting part. Projectile vomiting means I don't have any retching or nausea, but when I throw out, it falls far away. That is we call as projectile. Projectile होकर गिर रहा है. So any projectile vomiting, or for any case even any significant vomiting, that becomes a second important part. Third is fits or convulsions, आकड़ी आना जो बोलते हैं. So basically uprolling of eyeball, it's like this. Saliva drooling, twisting of the angle of mouth. I am demonstrating on both the side, but usually you might get only on a single side. That is if any particular side of the brain has been hit hard. All four limbs moving, or for a toddler or children, even single limb moving like this. Tonic-clonic we call it. Tonic. This is clonic moves. but sometimes this hard posturing like this, tonic posturing like this, these all are fits. So that young children, toddler, they don't have much of vocabulary, so बहुत ज़्यादा हमें ये भी नहीं पता रहता है कि वो what all words they are easy and they feel easy to communicate with, but and secondly they have most of the times jargon which we cannot understand, so it becomes difficult to identify slurring of speech. But yeah, it's a kind of slurring. So any speech problem, or you find that the child, or for that matter even adult, is not moving any particular side of the body, or any particular limb is not being used that well, this becomes a significant point. Another significant point is drowsiness, more slippery feels. So how would you differentiate? See, adult will tell you कि हाँ मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा नींद आ रही है, I feel too drowsy or not in senses. How to differentiate whether the child is drowsy or not? So I define it in such a way that when there is an unusual time of sleep. Say for example, the child usually doesn't sleep from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. but today he is sleeping, that becomes unusual time. Or unusual duration of sleep. So usually the child take a nap of around 2 hours in afternoon, but today it has been 4 hours and child has not wake up. Or during a night time, usually the child has 4 to 6 hours nap, and today is even at 8 hours and the child has not woke up. So this becomes a significant point of drowsiness. That's what I define it. Okay, so these are all the major points that if you encounter any of these points, whatever I elaborate, I will still repeat in a short. First is unconsciousness, second is vomiting, third is slurring of speech or any numbness or deformity, or the paresis or plagia, the inability to move the legs or limbs, convulsions, okay, and drowsiness. So these all are the major factors that if at all any of these things are present, you need to rush to the doctor immediately. Mind you, I am still not telling you to be anxious or worried of, because you have spotted it at the first instance and you are going at a right time to a doctor, so the probability of having good outcome improves like anything. Okay? So you need to be very much vigilant basically, and once you go in anxious mode, the vigilance power goes down. So you need not be too stressed or anxious. Just calm down, repeatedly see this video so that you can remember these points, or else just take a notebook and pen it down so that you remember these things. अगर ये सब नहीं होता है, don't get panic, just relax, observe for 24 to 48 hours for these symptoms. If the symptoms are not appearing, do not worry much. I would recommend to see your pediatrician or physician once, but no need to go in a panicky mode. Is that clear? So I would not go in too much of detail ki what all types of head injuries there is something known as concussion, there is something known as coup or counter coup injuries. Those all things will give a different type of manifestations, but usually you will have these symptoms when it is a worrisome situation. Okay, so keeping it short and sweet, these are the symptoms what you are supposed to look for. If at all you are coming across these symptoms within 24 to 48 hours, approach to the doctor or to the hospital where you can have CT scan handy and get it done immediately and proceed ahead with whatever your doctor is suggesting you. If the symptoms are not there, or one symptom or two symptoms, doctor might suggest you to have an observation in a hospital for 24 hours, which is furthermore advisable. You can wait in a hospital so that at the moment other symptoms develops, the doctor will take a step कि हाँ अभी हम CT scan करवा लें. If at all doctor says you नहीं कुछ करने की ज़रूरत नहीं, don't go into worrisome state. Because why I am specifically telling you this, because toddlers are in a situation where they want to explore like anything. They have frequent episodes of fall, they have frequent episodes of head injury, but not each and every head injury is significant. There might be some cut, you might need some suture also, but that is not something very dangerous because it is not the internal bleed which has happened, it is just an external, which is not at all a problematic thing. Okay, so keep this in mind. For today, this much is enough. Thank you. Namaskar. Take care. Stay healthy. Jai Hind.